I know why you're not getting the results of women you want. You know why you're not getting the results, and it's really simple, and it's so simple, it's right next to you, but you're not having a look at it, you're not doing it, and you're trying to find many ways to make excuses. Practice. Practice makes perfect. I'm going to give you a quick story about when I first got started in everything, in boxing, in learning how to meet women, even in business, even in talking in front of the camera, in training my body when I used to work out, getting fit, in getting better with conversation skills, in anything I've done. I've always been a really fucking hard worker. I've never been the most talented, but anything I've achieved in my life, I've always practiced more than anyone else I know that's maybe taking part in an exercise I'm doing. I've always understood the benefits of practice, and I can't tell you where it come from. It might have come from my father, because he was quite disciplined, and he kind of got me playing football when I was younger, and he kind of taught me the basics of how to, do some boxing on his hands and stuff like that. So it may have started when I was a kid. It might be in my genes. I don't know, but I've always understood, if I want something, if I've got to get good at it, I've got to put the hours in. That's why you guys always hear me say on YouTube, go out, take action, put the work in. And even stuff like, like products, taking a boot camp, these things are very helpful. These things are life-changing, but these are just tools to help you to practice. So whether you've got a mentor or a coach, he's going to come out of you and he's going to support you through your practice. But what, I'm not even going to say most guys, what 99% of humans do, women as well, is sit around and don't want to put the work in. So one guy might say, and I used to be like this, so I know, might say, oh, this fucking guy, man, how comes he gets all these girls and he's a complete arsehole, I'm a nice guy, and how comes I don't have that? Because he goes out and he talks to women, you don't. That's why I've got. Another guy might say, oh, I'll forget going, I hate when that happens, interrupts my video, never mind. Another guy might say, oh, no, I can't bother to go to the gym and get into shape. It's for gay people. It's not for strong guys. I've heard people say stuff like that, and it's not just because you're too lazy, you don't want to put the practice in, but you're jealous that you want to obtain the results that someone else has got through hard work. So what I want to talk about is, I personally think, I think I'm smart here. I'm an Einstein. The biggest sticking point man ever had of women is, before anxiety or approach anxiety or motivation, is practice. You don't practice. So that's why I don't read theory. I get guys all the time, and it massively frustrates me, but I still like answering it. They say to me, well, Johnny, I read this in this book and it said you shouldn't do this. I'm like, I don't care, because it works for me. I was like, have you tried it? He's like, I've never tried it. So you're believing something that you read in a book. It's different to watching a YouTube video when I'm demonstrating it in real life and I'm showing you that it works, and it's like universal principles, like walking up to a woman and saying, and honestly telling her you think she's attractive. Practice. So if you're not getting results, it's because you're not practicing. And I'm going to go further into the practice of the practice of practice and why it's so beneficial. When you practice, you get feedback. So practice gives you what I learned from Jeff Thompson, my mentor, teacherless knowledge. I've practiced talking to women so much, I'm learning things that I don't even realise I'm doing. So that's when I say natural game. It's just completely natural to me. So I've gone out this week and I'm starting to learn that just being more relaxed in conversation is getting girls to chase me more. Something so simple as that. Just talking to a girl and being relaxed is getting girls to ask me more questions. Another thing is, just the practice of my fashion. I'm practicing my fashion. I'm not sitting at home going, oh, I don't feel attractive, and I'm in a pair of Adidas jogging bottoms with holes in them and stains on them, and I'm looking at other guys dress well, because you're not in the practice of going out and changing your fucking fashion. So you've got to practice to get the results, and practicing gives you the enthusiasm, it gives you the motivation, it gives you the passion to want to keep going. Because if I take a beginner out and I say, today we're going to practice saying hello to strangers, he's never done it. So we go out for a whole day and we're just saying hello for 2 hours in a session, and he feels really good and it works. And I'm like, did you enjoy it? He's like, yeah, I really felt that, I really enjoyed that. Are you motivated to do another session? Of course, because the practice gave me the knowledge, gave me the enthusiasm to want to do the second session. So the second session comes on, I'm like, in this session, we're not going to say hello, we're actually going to give a compliment, a sincere compliment. We're going to say, I think you're really beautiful, what country are you from? You do that, and you get better results, and then you say, we're going to have a conversation in the third session. Then we're going to ask for a phone number if the girl likes us and get on with it. And then you get further and further and further. So it's so fucking simple, it's so straightforward, it's right in your face and you're failing to see it. Every time you read theory, I'm going to say it, if you read the book The Game, or if you read the mystery method, it's all good and well, but if you don't practice, then nothing's going to happen. Because that's what most guys do, and I know because I did it myself, but I will say, I will give myself credit when I was lazy. I didn't read too much. I was going out, I was doing a lot of conversations, approaching, coming home. Then I might dip in and look at a theory book. It might, because then it'll be beneficial. So I'm not completely against theory, but not without the practice. So I'm going to say to you, 90% practice, 10% theory. And to be honest, once you're practicing that much, 100% practice and no theory. I'm going to be honest with you. Some people say to me, I'm a really intelligent guy. They say, you speak well, you seem really knowledgeable, you must read a lot of books. I want to tell you a secret. I've probably read in my whole life 10 books. 10 books, including self-development, motivation, seduction, and maybe some, Joe Kawasaki's autobiography. I've read a few boxing ones, that's it. But for my articulation, for my knowledge, for my intellect, practicality. I'm a practical man. That's why my YouTube channel is so popular, because I show the practicality of the art, which is talking to women and attracting them, seducing them. The practice gave me that, gave me the confidence. Of course, I don't know everything, so I might need help with certain other things, but because I'm always in practice, my brain's healthy, it's growing. So when you don't practice, you actually get scientifically less intelligent. Or you get so intelligent with theory that you're just bogged up with theory and you physically can't go up and say hello to someone. So I'm going to ask you a question. Would you rather have the confidence to see an attractive girl on the street and be able to walk up to her and not care about the outcome, whether she likes you or not, and just tell her how you feel, or have all this information, all this sophistication or sophisticated knowledge, as it were, but you don't know how to use it? So you've got all this knowledge and you're a professor in the mystery method, or the game, or seduction, or the power of now, or a Tony Robbins book, but you've done fuck all in the real world, you've not put it into practice, you're not going to get the results. So that's one of the reasons why you're not getting the results. Aside of that, I'm going to go into something else and practice. Of course, the quality of practice. If you're going, I went out and practiced, Johnny, and I didn't get the results you're getting, or your students, well, are you learning from the feedback? That's for another video. So, that is my message. Stop reading theory and go and practice. Anything you want in life, you have to practice, you have to work hard for, and you'll get the results and you feel good. And that's it. I'm knackered now after that. All right? Like and subscribe, enjoy the process, and go and practice, and you'll get the results. Bye.